Hi, T. Carlson here. I love old school cinema, and today we're going back in time to a film from the silent era. This, of course, is the old silent western Wagon Tracks, which came out in 1919. This film revolves around a frontiersman who's going to meet his brother, who just went to school and became a doctor, only to find out his brother has been killed in a mysterious gunfight with the sister of one of the presumed perpetrators and another man clashing as to what the truth was. When this man sets out to lead a wagon train, he decides he's going to do what it takes to extract the truth from these individuals, learning the truth behind his brother's demise. Wagon Tracks only clocks in at about 70 minutes, but it does tell a very full story. So for a Western, there's surprisingly little action in the movie. It plays out more like a drama, although that's not necessarily a bad thing. The lead roles are all played very well. Admittedly, these aren't exactly household names. The film is over 100 years old, but despite that, still holds up quite well for the most part. The frontier detail and all the locations explored in the film, be it on a riverboat or on a trail out in the Old West, everything looks very good. This movie certainly had high production values for its time. And despite the fact that back in the old days of Hollywood, there were a ton of Westerns, I can't really think of a whole lot of silent Westerns. I mean, outside of this and, of course, The Great Train Robbery, the short film from 1903. But it was great to go back and explore this movie and just get a look at the early days of cinema back before Westerns got sound. This is definitely worth checking out if you are any sort of fan of old school cinema, Westerns, or anything in between. This Blu-ray disc actually does look pretty good for the most part. Understandably, silent films were not preserved as well as their talkie brethren that were released much later. In fact, many silent films have been permanently lost due to poor preservation. Now, understandably, there is some print damage and wear here. There's only so much you can do to a silent film without getting to the point where you're using digital tinkering and noise reduction and actually doing more harm than the picture of good. So they at least preserve it in as natural and good a state as possible. It is pretty good looking, and there are scenes that show off a pretty good amount of filmic detail, but all the natural grain is intact, and that's certainly a good thing. Sadly, this is a bare bones disc, so there are no bonus features on here. But on the strength of the film and the transfer alone, if you can find this for a good price, it's certainly worth picking up. How about you? Are you a fan of Wagon Tracks? Where would you rank this in terms of your favorite Westerns? Is it one of your favorite silent films? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure to give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.